Om Jananim Sharadam Devi Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. The ego of incarnation, Sri Ramakrishna is speaking, returns to them when they come down from the plane of samadhi, but then it is the ego of knowledge or ego of devotion. Through the ego of knowledge, they teach men. Shankaracharya kept the ego of knowledge, jnana. He retained ego of jnana, so he could teach, he could correct, he would guide, because he had that ego, but it would not harm them. Ego that binds is only fulfillment of desires. Through the ego of devotion, Chaitanya Deva tasted the divine love and enjoyed the company of devotees. He talked about God and chanted His name, jnana and bhakti. Through jnana they teach, through bhakti they themselves enjoy and make them others also participate in enjoying the divine. Since one cannot easily get rid of ego, Bhakta does not explain away the states of waking, dream and sleep. Ego cannot be destroyed. Since one cannot easily get rid of ego, ego retains. Even in sleep, the ego will be there. Bhakta does not explain away, oh, this is ego. No, because it's going to bind him. States of the waking and dreaming and deep sleep. According to Advaita, these are all, wherever there is duality, there is Maya. All these are Maya, appearance alone, unreal. He denies, neti, because he is walking on the path, searching for the reality. Each one he thinks, no, this is unreal, because the characteristics of Brahman, it is nirguna, niraguna, everything, duality is there. It is not nirguna, it is saguna, sakara, everything is akara. I am seeing the duality. So he denies it wherever. Jagrat, I am in Jagrat Avastha. Jagrat Avastha itself, unreal. Similarly, sleeping is also unreal. Because it's going to change. I want to change less. Suppose I am eternally in dream state. If there is eternity, I accept it. But dream state is going to end, and you are going to enter into deep sleep. And in deeper sleep, can I remain there always? No. It is going to end and waking state comes. It's Jagrat Swapna Sushupti. It goes on cyclic order. Never ending. It moves. So man gets tired and exhausted. From here to there to here, he's being tossed. So he says, no, Brahman cannot be this. Brahman is eternal, unchanging reality. Brahman has no division. It is seamless existence. Brahman is ocean of bliss, ananda, only ananda. Here dukkha is also there. No, it cannot. In sleep also I weep. And in sleep also there is dukkha. It cannot be Brahman. In deep sleep, I am unaware of everything. Absence of everything I am feeling. Brahman cannot be absence of, it is Purna. Here, Shunya. How can Shunya be Brahman? Even deep sleep, and it is impermanent. So he goes on analyzing. So he's going on the path of neti, neti, neti. So he denies everything. But Bhakta confirms, iti, iti, iti. This is Brahman. This is Brahman. This is God. This is everything. Everything is real. Everything is real. And then, what are you doing? Saying, what are you doing? Where is reality? No, he says, we are moving from lower truth to higher truth. One day we will reach the highest truth, God Himself. Now I retain the duality to climb the steps. There he denies. It is rejection. Here is acceptance. Acceptance. Do you accept this world as real? Acceptance is to transcend and go beyond. I am going beyond it. Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti, I accept because I have to transcend and go beyond. If I deny, I'll be here only. He says acceptance and transcendence. In Advaita, but rejection. Rejection and transcendence. Acceptance and transcendence. Bhakti and Jnana. We have two channels. Apart from these two channels, we have a third channel, the Vak, speech. The Vak, an important channel connecting to the Absolute, Shuddha Chaitanya. A Vak emerges from the Shuddha Chaitanya. I have bodily existence, spiritual existence. I speak. I speak. Where from the Vak speech is coming? Where from thoughts are emerging? Where from a language is coming? Everything from Chaitanya. I am conscious. And all the instruments are working in and through the consciousness that is making them alive. I am able to remember. Mind is working. Mind is working. Mind is working? Yes, mind is working. When? When I am not in sleep. When consciousness touches, backed by consciousness, it works. If dissociated from consciousness, it sleeps off. Senses are seeing. If I sleep, if the consciousness is dissociated, immediately all senses sleep. They don't perceive. Ear is open, people are talking around, he doesn't hear. How it happens, you see. All are working because of the touch of consciousness. Vak is not like that. Speech. Vak means V-A-C, Vak, not W-A-L-K, Vak. Vak, speech. It comes directly from the consciousness. It is not through an instrument that it is appearing. It emerges from my consciousness, Chaitanya, from Atman it emerges, and then it passes through to mind and enters into the mind as words. There it gets converted into words, and through the physical mouth it comes as sound. It is emerging from Chaitanya. None of the thoughts or anything has to pass through the consciousness, through the instruments. So consciousness touches the instruments and makes the instrument, but this Vak is independent of all the instruments. It emerges out. If it is to be spoken only, to make others understand, I take the mind and sound into. For my own existence, it is not necessary. It is independent. Just look at an animal. A deer is there, a tiger is coming. Immediately it turns and starts running away. It flees because the tiger may eat. Now you see what is illumining its understanding. That run, consciousness. So here the walk is silent walk from within. Run. There is no words, there is no sound, but before it has become words, as a reflex, it runs away. That walk is working there, independent of all senses. Senses have kindled it. Senses, it saw a tiger. The seeing has kindled him to run away. That answer is coming, run from the within, with silently, without any instruments. It's directly coming. The karmendriyas immediately get activated by, it is getting activated by walk beyond mind. It is difficult to understand, but it is so. That's why. So same effect will have reverse effect when we take the name of God. Japa is an important part of our sadhana. Thinking of God, mind thinking of God, heart, mind and intellect taking the help of speech, walk, repeating the name of God. These are the what is going to make awaken the sleeping consciousness. It is going to awaken, spiritual awakening. Through the grace of God, he attains samadhi, nirvikalpa samadhi, jada samadhi. The ego of an incarnation we saw as two aspects, jnana and bhakti. Through jnana he teaches, through bhakti he demonstrates to be one with God. Since one cannot get rid of ego, the bhakta does not explain away, oh, all this is unreal, he doesn't say. It is real, I go beyond. He accepts all the states. Further, he accepts the three gunas, sattva, raja, tama. Sattva, raja, tama. Sattva is cognition, I am able to cognize. Sattva. Rajas is activity, movement, desires, drive. Rajas, activities. It is driving. It is making me act, enter into activity. Rajas, tamas, to be like stone. Tamas, to be matter. I acquire the nature of matter. Lethargy, sleepiness, inability to meditate. Inability to meditate is tamas. I am Chaitanya. And how that makes I am not able to meditate means what? He is consciousness and is unable to become conscious. So that is tamas. Getting angry is unreality. How that anger is making him. He has forgotten his Chaitanya Swarupa. He is seeking something, complaining something. It is tamas. So all this come under tamas. So he accepts that, all that. Bhakta. not only Jagrat Sushupti, but also Sattva, whole the universe, what is it made up of? A Bhakta seeks God alone has become the 24 cosmic principles. God has become, this is Vishwarupa. The universe and all living beings. He also says that God reveals Himself to His devotees in a tangible form. In a tangible form. It is actually, you can perceive it. You can smell it, you can talk to it. You can touch it. All this you can do. Reveals Himself to His devotees in a tangible form. That means tangible means the senses can perceive, mind can conceive, intellect can understand. The Bhakta takes shelter under the Vidyamaya. Takes shelter in Vidyamaya. Avidyamaya binds, Vidyamaya releases. He seeks holy company, goes on pilgrimage, and practices discrimination, devotion, and renunciation. See, what a beautiful thing. Life must be like this. Accept everything, but to go transcend and go beyond. So he seeks holy company. Man has a tendency to live in groups, gregarian tendency. Now, this tendency, I cannot be alone, I have to be together. But one company will take you, drown you, another company makes you fly. So one is elevating, one is involuting. So elevating is holy company, and bad company is going to make you sink into the world. So he seeks, because he has wisdom. So he seeks holy company, goes on pilgrimage. Pilgrimage is where the divinity is manifested through faith. God is all pervading, but certain places are marked by the sages. You come here and see, he says, the sage says, you come here and see. This is a place where you can experience the spiritual vibrations. You can experience the presence of God. Nobody needs. Now, light, sun is there. You don't need a torch to prove that it is a sun. Or to see the sun, you don't need a torch. At night, we are not able to see sun. We are not able to recognize our own divinity. We are not able to see God. But like a dark night, somebody has kept a lamp here and there. Somebody says, there is a lamp. You can go and read. You can do anything. You can feel the presence. You can be fearless. If there is a lamp at night, you become fearless. Like that in samsara, if you see a place where spiritual eternity, unchanging, all this spiritual presence you are able to see. It is like going to a place where there is light at dark night. So it is pilgrimage centers are there where you can experience the presence of God. Experience. Just like in darkness, you can experience the presence of light. When I was in Bangalore Ashrama, I was looking after a hostel of ours. Then whole thing night will be dark. All around. It was in 1970s. And There won't be street lights, this, that, and the whole thing becomes dark at night. Because electricity is most precious. Sparingly we used to use, because sufficient amount of electricity was not produced. So nights will be pitch dark, no street lights also. And then from my room, far off on a hillock, there used to burn a light. And it is pure white light, only light, that is to give so much of peace. Oh, there is a light in this darkness. Looking at it, it is so joy to see everywhere dark and a small light burning. It is mercury vapor lamp which gives pure white light with a small tinge of bluishness. If you wear white cloth and go, you will see that bluishness on your cloth. That much small. It is a beautiful thing to see at night. Similarly, in pilgrimage centers, you will go to experience that in the darkness of life. Everywhere problem, everywhere tension, some time to free the mind from all things, forget all the pains and sufferings, the scars and pains of the heart, to get rid of, goes there and experience the presence of that light, which gives you peace. That is spiritual light. That's called pilgrimage. We go on pilgrimage to experience the presence of God. And what does it, fullness, how does it bloom? Your faith. Yes, God is there, faith. And how did this faith came? Through the words of sages who can know. And the number of people going there affirms faith. Hundreds of people, a place, a sage says God is here, faith begins. I have seen that faith. And then whoever goes there with that faith is adding strength to the faith. So many people come, that people's faith itself becomes a solid proof of God's existence. But whole thing is a faith. But it makes you realize God. So this pilgrimage, these people adopt, bhaktas adopt this. Sri Ramakrishna is telling, holy company goes pilgrimage and practices discrimination, viveka, nitya vastu viveka. Oh, let me not be caught in this false understanding that all these are permanent, all these are mine. Nothing is mine here. So viveka, it is there. I need, yes, I need. And it is there. I utilize, but I can never say anything as mine. Everything as, I cannot depend on anything as permanent except God. God is the only thing on which I can. It is eternal, unchanging, constant reality that is accessible to us through mind in the beginning, then to intellect, then through realization. So the discriminating power, viveka, and devotion. Devote myself, my body, mind, senses, everything. Devotion, devoted to God. My thoughts are centered around Him. My actions are offered to Him. My seeings, all my things are around and touching Him. Devotion and renunciation. Renunciation is not throwing away, but seeing divine in it. Hmm. Not getting attached, to detach myself from a thing which is going to bind me and keep me arrested in a cage. So I don't want to enter the. So I use, I love, I serve, but never say it is mine or get being attached to it. No attachments, only giving, nothing to take. I don't want anything from this, but I have. It's for others, and I love all. I am bound to all through love, not through attachments or seeking anything. If enjoyments I'm not seeking, I keep my family, I keep property. huh? I'm not attached to it. When they go away, I don't weep. But as long as they are with me, I dedicate myself. I love them all. But I am not attached. Love is what gives. Attachment is what receives, takes. I'm attached to one. That is, I'm expecting, I'm demanding, I want, I'm trying to get something from attachment. Love, it is a kind of pure detachment, but not separating or throwing away. But love is where I give instead of taking. Taking is attachment, giving is love. In giving, you have freedom. In taking, you don't have freedom. You are bound by it. Constantly drawing. You are constantly giving because I have the ocean of love within me. I am Atman. So these are the things that he is going to adopt. Devotion, renunciation. He says that since man cannot easily get rid of ego, he should let the rascal remain a servant of God, the devotee of God. Ego doesn't go, let it be the servant of God. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.